My nose, I just smoked, so my nose is a little, but some good weed. We got some things to talk about real quick, and there's some activity happening around me, so I'm gonna put that out there. So if anybody's feeling like, they want to pop off and start things today, you wait for my response. Just wait for it. Let me get some tissue though, cause I know. I am really liking this weed. And let me do my sound test and stuff before I get into this and plug this up. I'll leave this on public too. I need to drink water. I'm getting dry mouth. Oh, I need that. Okay, hold on. Let me get it together. I was really just chilling, so what else I can go there for? Sorry. Alright, there's that. Got this. Damn it, I just shut the jump thing. I guess I could do it on this one. Let's see. So much going on. And then I smoke. So I have some data to go over. And then I'll also be uploading some data as it relates to what I'm about to talk about, my appointment. And I found some things interesting. Oh, that's not the one. I found some things interesting about, well, I called in to my worker, which is Akhil Chacko, and requested his email address to send some information over, because there's a lot going on with my life, and it is not safe for me to travel up there and be around an environment that I know I can be attacked in, just like I was attacked in here. And so this is what I expressed to him, and I told him that I'm going to need to send over an email to you, so you might need to escalate it to your supervisor. Hold on, I told you I just smoked. And he gave me an email address. Now, what I find interesting about the email address is that it's not an email address that has his direct name. Like, his name is not in the email address. And my previous worker's name was a part of the email address. So he gave me what is probably the general mailbox of that, the DCS, general mailbox. That's what I'm guessing. So I'm gonna do a little background on that email address, see if I can find some out. I'm not gonna dig too deep because I have a plethora of other email addresses, and as well I have live. So as it relates to my annual review for DCS, I will be going through the entire process through live. I do have some footage that I will be uploading. Nova Scotia is a one-party province, which means I can record whatever the fuck I want. So I don't know what y'all talking about, policies and this and policies and that, and this is my life. So if y'all want to be a part of something, color coded and all that, do you, okay? But not me, okay? But don't blame my face either. So I'm gonna go through this whole process. I didn't really want to go up there and record him and the interview. I also don't feel safe because they are collectively plotting all the time. And so I decided to do this in a more public awareness type of way as it relates to not just my life, but my, advocacy and everything that my life has been about and that I fight for. So it's not a fighting, like I'm saying, I'm not confrontational. I'm also not conversational with crackers that want to be confrontational and aggressive. Oh my God. Nathan Brewer, you're so aggressive. And I also don't want to be with those that are condescending in a non-contextual way, as if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and I don't have the data to back it up. Hold on. So there's. Now there's another element to this annual review, because there's a timeline to it. And I have that timeline clocked. So what I'm going to do, because the worker that they had reassigned me initially to was of African descent. I can tell by the name. Okay? So when you look at the design of the madness, of the insanity of, them trying to shuffle shit around, what it tells me, right, is you are place setting people that you find more expendable than the other, because it's all still a product system, right, of humanity, of people. Because not all of y'all are human. And yes, white people, some of y'all have evolved into people, right? And some of y'all are spiritual people, some. But we don't know which ones. You got time to figure that shit out. Y'all history. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So I lined this all up with Akhil Chacko, and he gave me Gottingen, and I spelled it out, IACW at novascotia.ca, which is not what a position, a DCS placement position, especially for my new worker, right? So I'm not sure what's going on behind the scenes with whatever y'all are doing behind the scenes, and why people are being placed so they can, because even in the conversation that I was having with Akhil, when I was explaining things of what was happening with me, there was no regard to, I'm sorry you're going through this. Not a single one. And this is an issue. Y'all are community service workers. I will use my life as the example. I'm gonna learn you up in the process. And you're gonna be held responsible. I'll expose you beyond anything you could ever imagine. But I gave you grace because I did not come up there with my camera. But not so much for your benefit, for mine. This is my life. I don't care about your color-coded whatever you gotta do today. I don't care about that. I don't know what's going on with that. That ain't none of my business. But when I sense things, and when I know, like I said, I know patterns, and with y'all color-codedness, I'm just going to continue making this more and more and more and more public. So you are going to have to decide what you want for your life, because I know what I want for my life, and I know white law, because there ain't no other law out here, right? There's no black law, there's no Spanish law, there's no Asian, not here, like, not in the globe, right? Because of the elites, right? And the elites are what? Right. So anyway, back to Akhil Chacko and this meeting. I did record it. Like I said, this is a one-party province. I will be uploading that. I'm not going to do too much to it. Um, but all of y'all are going to be recorded from here on out. None of you can be trusted. None of y'all have done what community service workers on the very minimalist level of volunteering to, those who have supposed power. And I don't trust none of y'all with nobody's life, especially my own. And I record what I want because that's what your white law says I can do. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, y'all, I don't need y'all in my. They just be. That's why she home. She gotta come back and do the leg work now. Cause, like I said, you police officers are dirty. But I'm gonna. I got. You just sit on ice with Patricia, and y'all just sit on ice. I got bigger fish to fry. hmm But stop turning my Wi-Fi on my backup ship. I called once and I had to call back.
Hey, this is Akhil. I'm unable to take your call now. Please leave your name and number, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. At the tone, please record your message.
I didn't leave a message. I called back. I think this is the one. Oh wait, yeah. No, this is when I called the main number, but it didn't answer. So then, oh, you motherfuckers! I think they deleted it. Hold on. They deleted it. Anyway, yeah, they deleted it unless it's somewhere else. Oh wait. Oh, this is it. Hold on. Okay. Because I hung right up and then called back. Hi, is this Mr. Akhil Chacko? Hi, my name is Tanya Frazier. Hi, and I have an appointment with you today at 2 p.m. That's scheduled. I have some information for you, but I also need to reschedule this appointment. I have, I'm in how do I explain this? I'm in a life or death situation right now, and I'm in a safe location. I'm at the Waverly Inn at the same location that you have on file. But
126 Barrington Street.
I'm sorry?
Are you at 126 Barrington Street?
Yeah, I'm still at the same location, but my life is under investigation right now because someone tried to kill me. People tried to kill me. And 3 days ago, I was assaulted here inside by some of the residents here. So, and that is information. I called the police, everything. I have all that information. If you give me your email address, I can send you over information that validates and confirms what I'm saying. But it's not safe for me to leave.
Okay, yeah.
Also,
that because of the safety reasons, you cannot leave the apartment.
Well, it's not an apartment, it's a room, and there's a lot going on. But if I can send you over some information numbers and those officers that have been involved. I can also send you over data so for your supervisor you can cover your tracks as of why I'm calling you right now. I'm also working on the tax requirements. I've been in unsafe, vulnerable situation for a couple of years now. Longer than that, but I have all that information. I didn't want to take him out of context. McDonald and also my previous worker before him knows about this, but I don't really want to get you too involved in it. I just want to keep the data to the data of what you're requesting. And the tax information, I'm working on that. I have to go up to the CRA for some information with them, but this is why I'm calling you. But if I can get your email address, I can send this over to you in email, more formal email, along with some data, so at least your supervisor knows what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to send me that email?
Yes. Hold on one second. Let me get a pen. This is a video. Okay. What's your email?
It's G-O-T-T.
G as in go.
Got, yeah.
O-T-T. Yeah.
Gottingen. So the street name, Gottingen.
So Gottingen.
Yes.
Okay.
I-S-C-W.
I-S as in Sam.
Yes. I.
Yes.
I-A.
I-A.
C-W.
C-W.
At. Now it's what you spelled out.
Uh-huh.
.ca.
.ca. Okay, so I have Gottingen.IACW
Yes.
at Nova Scotia.
Yeah, now it's what you spelled out.
Yeah, Nova Scotia spelled out .ca.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Chacko.
Alright, so when you give me a call back to do that, obviously it's really important, we have to do it.
I'm sorry, what's that?
So when would you be able to do that?
Well, there's some things on here also in my paperwork that you're requesting, like the bank statement, 2 months of bank statements. So I'm gonna send all that information over to you, okay? I'm gonna send you over the information as it relates to what's happening.
The thing is, I cannot just complete the annual review meeting just
I'm not
with
saying,
statement.
let me finish please, Mr. Akhil. I'm not asking you to complete it. I'm saying I'm gonna gather all this data. I'm gonna send you over an email today, okay?
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna send you over an email today. Then the severity of what's happening to me might be a little bit above what you can even process. So you might need to speak to your supervisor on this. This is why I'm gonna send you over an email format. And I'm also gonna send you some links because I'm an advocate. And there's a lot going on, Mr. Chacko.
Okay, yes, we'll go from the emails and then I'll give you a call back, okay?
Okay.
Alright, yeah, take care, bye-bye.
So that's the call that I had with Mr. Chacko, Akhil Chacko, at DCS. And that's the email address that he gave me to send the information over. I'm going to gather the information today. I'll be drafting the stuff today, but I'm not going to send it over probably until tomorrow. But I'll be sending it over to multiple emails because it won't just be a signature email to Mr. Chacko, but it will be also a public service announcement. This is my life, and I will put it on public display. And you can decide if you want to be the professional that you're going to be, because I'm going to be the professional that I'm going to be. I'm going to be the advocate, especially for my life, that I'm going to be. So you have to decide what you want to be in life. But I'm not going to put myself in danger because you all decided to have this color-coded life of yours. And I'm cool. I got what I need. I got God. I got the ancestors. Got the angels. Got Glory. Anyway, I'll be doing that a little bit later, but I wanted to share that with everybody. This will remain on public. I'll probably put a couple of, I might work on some banners today because I've been doing some research as it relates to a lot of things, as I do. But uh, I also have things planned out because I also know that they have other things plotting. That's all y'all do is plot. The problem with your plots is the person that's scripting them. Um, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I'm gonna raise awareness while you raise your blood pressures. I don't know. Well, that's all I got. That's all I wanted to come live and update y'all because I said I was gonna go live for this appointment. Surprise! I wasn't gonna ever go. I'm not going into places, especially public places, where you can contaminate anything, where you can sneeze across me and you're contaminated, where you can put some contaminated paper in front of me. No, that's why we have this digital system that under the system of whiteness was created. Right? Right. And this is why I'm going to do this way, and I'm going to put all y'all on blast. Or it's not even blast, you're public officials. You don't mind the notoriety when you're getting them bells and whistles and you're getting them rewards. Then why is it an issue when it's time to do your job? Why is it a problem for you federal, public, governmental position people, contractual to whiteness and to evil? Because not all y'all do it. No, there's some people that are in those positions for the benefit to make it better. Not sure that's going to help because they can't. You can't make a bad, evil system better. It's just evil. But when it comes to your accolades, you show them off. The same should be given when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing and you have a government position, and especially when you can be around children. Because why would anybody want you around children? You're contracted to look like every 15th and 31st person. Anyway, I don't care what you do in your personal life. You want to color code yourselves to death? Go ahead. But as it relates to the public world and public officials and government positions and trusted officials and trusted positions, and you know how you got them positions, yeah, you're under scrutiny, as you should be. Now, I have a good track record with DCS and my two previous workers. I think, you know, some people had an issue with that. And, you know, they get switched around a lot, so you can't get comfortable with someone. So it's more like an institutionalized system. It's to disconnect, which is the most backwards thing ever because you're facing it with, oh, let's connect. Y'all are a collective of oxymorons just bumping into each other. And you think nobody sees you. We see you. It's crazy work. It is. It's crazy work. And I don't know how you want to apply the definition because white people, y'all have a bunch of definitions for crazy based upon your own people. Because you don't know what makes a black person crazy. I mean, we could start with the history of your evil. But, you know, then there's the perpetuation of it because that's insanity. Oh, our ancestors raped you, but we're not like that. But we are. But, you know, we're not going to face card it like that. Let's unite. Ooh, child, no. So I'm going to go back to my J. I'm going to make another Tay with my mama. Yeah. I do have a couple of updates. In the flower world? No, I don't. Nope, I updated you. Oh, actually, I do. So this is my mama Mama Debbie, Mama Deb. But I don't want to confuse it with the Mama Deb on TikTok. This is my ex, my late. I don't like saying it like ex and late. I don't like those tags. This is Gary Lewis's mother. I don't like in law. I don't like none of that. It is so titleist, and as a community, we need to get out of their titles and just connect and align. That's all. It's very simple. And love and get away from the fear of that ugly negative evil. But this is what I'm still working on it because I have to do some gold filling here, and then I'm gonna fade it up here. This is gonna have African colors, our colors in it, tribal colors. I'm not gonna do it in singular color bands, but I'm gonna do it in like a chrome blend, like an ombre. So it's gonna be more like that. But just to give you a little bit more, this is all recycled. This is a top to a bottle, but I'm gonna use the bottle also. So when it's finished, it's gonna sit on the bottle. So the roots, so like rooted and rising, which is one of my tags. So this is just me adding details to it. The bottom is gonna have some uh, sparkle, like black, but just black, black on black on black on black. This is gonna be a Debbie Lewis special, but Mama Lewis special. My bad. So I'm working on that, and then yeah, the bottom is going to be. It's, you know how these other bases over here are with the art on them, just the painted art. It's gonna be like that on the other bottle, but I gotta get the glue all the way off. That glue they use on those bottles is really good because, I mean, I could put some elbow grease into it, but it's still pretty good. Take it a little bit. hmm I just found this ribbon for. Oh, I did get some of these. There's mom right there. Hey, girl. Hey, mom. She don't like that girl shit. All right, so these I'm still getting there. I'm working on it. I gotta add the parts down here in, so when I put the dress overlays on. And this is a slow process right here for me because I keep coming up with so many ideas. So I can't wait to see what the finished product is. This is just the internal part. You won't see much of these, but I wanted everything natural. So it's gonna be fire. My little station. I painted all of this. This is gonna be a wall something. This is gonna be like wording, or we haven't decided. But this is gonna then get sealed because this is gonna go wherever I go. Because me and Mom working on this together, and then Glam Bella's is over here. I'm working on this. One of these is Glam Bella's. This one right here, and then I have the other one, and I got this ribbon to go around, so I'm gonna have to glue that around. So we're getting started on this, but we're on debate. We're debating what to put on the front of that. Some ideas I got, but I'm not gonna give them away. What else is going on in here? Oh, so I made a couple of these up home, y'all. Old schoolers, Gen Xers will remember these with the tissue. Now I put ribbon on them in the middle because I'm gonna do some other work with these. These are like tissue flowers. You make tissue flowers. Now, back in the day, we used to sit for hours, and we used to make thousands of these pom poms. And when NATO Day came around, they was all over the cars. Oh man, it was good times back in them days. Everybody with they like luxury car, but it was luxury. It was old school Cadillac. The muscle cars that they call muscle cars, I guess. But those are classics to me. Old school Cadillacs, convertible Jones, Camaros, T-Birds, the T-Birds. Yep. So we would make thousands of those and put them all over. But everybody's car used to get them from the beat up cars to the the high lines, the classics. Those are the days. We would just go up and down, all up down Simmons, North Preston Road, Downtown. And then that would be not on NATO Day because then everybody would we would all jump up and everybody load up and pickup trucks. We had the big pickup truck, these little weirdo ass modern pickup trucks, compact pickup trucks. We had big old pickup trucks, throw a mattress in the back of that bitch, and a whole bunch of us, like 30 of us, be in the back. We would come into town on the other side in Dartmouth, and NATO Day, and it was just good times, man. We would all be dressed alike in different fucking colors. Same outfit, different colors. Same outfit, but we was cute. We was cute. Mom kept us cute. Sure did. She sure did. So those are good times. That's what I be doing in here. Talking to my ancestors and my God, thank God the Most High. Glory be to God. Try God, don't try me though. So I'm gonna finish smoking, make a tea, sit with Mom, get ready, get into my creative mode. I'm gonna get that, over there to Mr. Akhil Chacko. I'll be doing that, composing that. I'm also going to be sending it. The information that I send over, it's not gonna make it too complicated. I really don't want Mr. Akhil Chacko involved. But I don't know what's going on with your life, so I can't get involved in that because I gotta protect my life. So, with that being said, I'm going to be sending the email that I send out to multiple emails, and I'm not going to be just doing it from my phone. But I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to do it, so I'm going to keep you on your tippies. So, that's what it's life. So, it's Thursday.